Hey there, hi there. We are back on the Soundcheck pod, episode 11. I'm here, as always, with my co-host, Adam Yokum. How are you feeling today, brother?
We are so back. Feel good. Feel refreshed. How about you? How you feeling
Good.
over there?
Um, yeah, I feel slightly refreshed. I'm getting back into the swing of things after tour. I flew in late last night, and I was sick for a little week, or I was a little sick for a week. I was a little sick for a big week.
Mm.
Um, So yeah, I'm feeling better, but yeah, I still feel like I'm kind of getting in the swing of things here. People may or may not know this, but we backlogged a bunch of episodes, so we actually haven't recorded a new pod in like 4 or 5 weeks or something. I mean, we haven't missed any time, but it feels like we're like back in action, even though we were in action the whole time.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, it's Groundhog's Day today that we're recording this,
Let's
which
go.
I know is a big day for you.
It's a huge day for me. In
Text I
fact,
said
let me just break the ice on this. First little prop of the pod. I'm bringing it out. The
Okay.
Punxsutawney Phil's coffee mug. One of one. They only made one of these, and I got it.
For our audio listeners, Adam's just holding his mug in the camera that we talked about a couple episodes ago.
Cakes and steaks. Punxsutawney Phil. Sipping with Phil. Thank you. Thank you. One of
Um,
the best holidays possibly to ever exist. Can't really beat it. So I'm
it's
having a
such
day.
bullshit. People don't even recognize it as a holiday at this point. Groundhog's Day is also known as my mother's birthday, by the way.
Really? Happy birthday, Cheryl. That's fun.
Yep.
Do you think she's
Um,
gonna go hit the bar or anything crazy?
Probably a couple nightclubs. Just gonna let it loose
Yeah.
down there in Chicopee, Mass.
Nothing wrong with that.
Um, no, I talked to her earlier. She's not doing much. She's hanging out. But I just spent like a week back home with my folks. So
Yeah.
yeah, it was actually kind of a nice refresh because I never get to go back home and just like sit still. And I was planning on doing that for a couple days after the shows ended because we ended in my hometown for the last show. But then there was a snowstorm. Then I got sick as hell. And next thing you know, I was there for a week. And it felt like the world stopped spinning. I was just like sitting there, just not even being a human being. I couldn't even open
Yeah.
my laptop. You were calling me, asking me to do shit. I was just like losing my mind. I was dropping the ball left and right last week, but we're back in action.
All right. Yeah.
So, tell me how tour went. I know we talked a little bit like throughout. We would call each other in the morning. We both
Yeah.
had a show somewhere in different places and have like slight recaps, but I haven't really heard about like a full recap of the entire run or like the last few shows. Anything notable that you'd like to share?
Hmm. I mean, the tour had some ups and downs. But I mean, the downs weren't very low. I mean, overall, it was a really, really good tour. It was exciting from start to finish. Um, I think it was way more successful than I even thought it was gonna be. Like, there were some cities where it's like the amount of people that showed up for me was like, whoa. Like, I didn't know this many people here knew who I was, you know? I
That's
think
awesome.
I get a pretty good gauge of it just by like DMing with people and reading the comments and talking to my fans where you kind of know like, okay, there's clearly like a bigger pocket of fans here than somewhere else, but um yeah, dude, there were some cities that really surprised me. Um
Sometimes you don't know till you show up, right?
yeah.
Like you said, you can get a gauge, but uh not everybody DMs the artists that they like. I think sometimes they just listen and have a busy life and go about their day, but then when they show up to the show, they know every single word or you have a combo and you're like, "Damn, I didn't even know this dude existed." So that's cool.
Yeah, there were some people there that I could see them in the crowd singing every single word to every song. And I just know we've never and then like after the show they followed me on Instagram or something. It's like,
Yeah.
it's just people that listen on Spotify and I think maybe see that there's a show and come out, but it's really cool. Just goes to show a lot of what we talk about building community, and like shows are really good for that like interpersonal relationship with your fans. Is like I was seeing it happen in real life in front of me the whole tour. So that was really special to me.
Yeah, that's dope. And you're in a perfect spot to do that. Um, I love opening for somebody else sometimes because a lot of the pressure is just not on you to like not only like organize the show, but also like, just be like the main thing. Like you can just do your set, and then for Gavin's set, you can just hang out, talk to your people, enjoy the show, sell some merch. It's very relaxed. So like I feel like
Yeah.
it's an even better opportunity to connect when like, there's more people at the show that maybe don't know who you are, but then you can focus on like your community in a sense, and like just do your thing, whether you're selling merch or hanging out or whatever.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, that's awesome. What was one city that you were like most surprised by?
Surprised by? Dude, Tampa, Florida, the last one, of the tour. Like I knew there were some people down there and like a couple friends that I knew were there that were coming out, but the amount of people that kind of like the example that I just said before, like we never really talked before, I didn't know them that well, that were at the show just like really rocking with me. Tampa was one that happened at. Um, I mean, really a lot of like Orlando also. Atlanta was another big one. Atlanta was like, holy shit. Like I didn't know this many people in Atlanta knew who I was.
Sick.
Um,
You never been to Atlanta, right?
I was there in like 2021 for a artist showcase, like open mic type of deal, but like actually like touring on like a bill, no.
Yeah, that's dope. Where'd you guys play in Atlanta? Vinyl?
Um, yeah, that sounds right. Yeah. Yeah, the Vinyl was where we played.
And then in Orlando, was it at Will's Pub?
Will's Pub. Yep.
Classic Will's Pub, dude.
Classic Will's Pub, dude.
I
We had a
love that
good
little
time.
place. I played there once uh with the hold up in 24, and yeah, it's a classic little just grungy little place.
Yeah. Yeah, it
But
was grungy. It
sounds
was
great in
nice.
there. I love that
Sounds
spot.
yeah, sounds great. The staff was really cool. No green room, which was, not great, but I kind of
Get used
liked
to it,
it.
brother.
I kind of liked it, dude, because it I noticed this thing about me on tour where like we'd come in, we'd do the sound check, set up everything, set up the merch table, and then there's like an hour and a half or so between that and when I go on stage. Maybe even longer. 2 hours. And during that time, for a lot of the shows, I was just like chilling in the green room. You know what I mean? Just kind of hanging out, getting ready.
Man, you've got it fucking made over there, don't you?
Well, yeah, I guess so. Compared to what you have to do, yeah, I'm not even gonna say like, well, I'm busy because I know that you're way busier than me with that shit. Um, but I noticed in that time, in that like hour and a half, 2 hours, when I'm kind of like in a middle zone between like I have something to do and I'm just like getting ready to go on stage, dude, anxiety would build inside me in that like
Really?
hour, bro, like every time. And I would get super, super nervous for some reason, like just involuntary anxiety. And then I would go out on stage and I would be anxious for about the first 30 seconds of every night. And then it would go completely away like it never existed.
Yeah, because it's hella fun.
Cause it's super fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think
Um,
maybe you I don't know if you've like thought about this, but why do you think you get anxiety before?
that's a good question that I was trying to answer myself throughout the tour while I was feeling it. Um, I think a lot of it is excitement, and the dude who's TMing for us, his name's Zach Kaplan. I kind of told him that I was like, man, like I don't know, I keep getting this little bit of like nervousness, like anxious feeling, and he was like, dude, it's actually just like excitement. He was saying like your brain recognizes anxiety the same chemical that it recognizes excitement like sometimes your wires just get crossed on that and you feel anxious on it. I gotta fact check the science on if that's true.
Yeah, no, I've
Um,
heard that before though.
yeah, but I don't know that could be it. I also just think that I have like a weird just like a pressure on myself of like I really care about it and I really want it to go well. And so I think that a lot of things in my life they've gone right because I've walked my mind through every way that it could go wrong. You know what I mean? It's like I'm doing the right things more so by just not doing the wrong things. And I think sometimes with concerts, it's kind of the same way. It's more so of like, okay, don't fuck up this, don't do this wrong, don't do this wrong. And it's a little bit nerve wracking. And then you go out there and you're like, well, you've actually played like 100 shows in your life. Everyone here is like here because they want to see you have a good time and they're excited to see you. All
Yeah.
the shit you were worried about going wrong is like just crazy scenarios that you were building in your head, and then you're like, all right, let's just lock in and have a good time. Um, and it's hard for me to get to that point for some reason before I'm on stage. Like the act of doing it and being I think it's the act of like being in the moment. We've talked a lot about like when you're playing sports, like shooting free throws, you're just right there. That's all you can focus on. I think when I'm in the green room and the anxiety is building, it's because I'm somewhere else. I'm
Yeah,
thinking
you're
about the
thinking
show.
about the fact that you're about to be in the moment, but you're not in the moment yet. You're like
Yeah.
anticipating it. So I think it is just the excitement and yeah, the fact that you give a shit about doing a good job is probably making you anxious.
Yeah.
Um, I feel like I am very lucky with that where I don't feel any of that. I'm just like, yeah, I'm just gonna go up there and fucking crush it like I always do. Cause like I don't
Yeah.
know, I know how to do what I'm about to do. If I didn't feel prepared, then I would probably be anxious because I'm like, yeah, I'm probably gonna fuck this up. But because I do feel prepared, I'm not anxious. I'm just like ready to have fun. And like sometimes I'm like tired and like maybe not as like happy as I should be before I go on stage and I have to like coach myself to be like, all right, put a smile on. This has to be fun. This is what it's for. Cause I'm, doing a bunch of other things around the show. So I might be like stressed out about other shit. But like when I'm on stage, I'm having the most fun. I
Yeah.
just have to like maybe like force myself into that sometimes.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
I'm never like, oh man, like I hope I don't go up there and forget all the words. Like that hasn't happened to me in so long that that's not even a thought in my brain.
Yeah.
I have
Yeah.
dreams about that sometimes though. Does that ever
Really?
happen to you?
Mm, I don't know if I've had dreams about that. I don't think
I
so.
had a dream that I was opening for Trey Songz for some reason. And it was in like an arena. And he was like, hey, he told me like that day. He just told me that I'm just
Hey,
playing.
you're on this.
So he's like, yo, I want you to sing deep at my show. And there's like fucking 20,000 people or something. I'm like, all right. And I just got up there and the beat started playing. I didn't know it.
You just like pissed your pants
How many times have I performed that song? Like
a ton.
literally over 100.
Yeah.
I know the words. That would never happen. But in my dream, people were fucking booing the shit out of me. It was great, great times. But yeah, that's not real. On this tour, you fucked up, or just?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
really? Tell me about it. Yeah,
And then the next day we're driving to Phoenix. And the whole drive to Phoenix, I'm like looking back at the videos, I'm editing some clips, editing some content. And the whole time I just keep hearing like me on the mic, like, yo, LA, what up? Like, LA, how we doing? I guess it just got burned in my head. The next day in Phoenix, bro, I do my whole
it's
yes, bro, it's terrible. It's the worst.
this is bad.
It's the worst, bro. It's the
This is
absolute
like if
worst.
you're an artist, listen to this.
Yeah.
Don't do this. Don't
It's
do what
the
Adam's about to say.
absolute worst, bro. I play my whole set. And I'm on the last song. like right at the outro, and I go, "LA, I'm in Phoenix, Arizona. LA, thanks for having me." Bro, just dead silent. I'm
Phoenix is
like,
like, what the
"What
hell?
the hell?" And I just hear someone go, "LA." And I was like, "Oh my god, I am so sorry." I was like, "Phoenix, like I know where I'm at." And it was in the middle of me playing my song Working on Me. And so it was in the outro and I was like, "Well, fuck, this is a prime example. Like I got some work to do on me. Like
Yeah,
you guys see it live. Like I'm still fucking shit up. Like sorry, but appreciate you guys." And everyone after that just like laughed it off. They were like, "Oh, dude, you're good. Like we don't actually give a shit. That was like more so funny than anything."
yeah.
Um,
No, it's good that you were able to flip it into a joke, and it pretty lucky that it worked out on that
yeah.
song where you could like immediately grab that punchline
Yeah.
and like
Yeah.
make it self-deprecating in a sense.
Yeah, and I mean, that didn't like me doing that was obviously pretty fucking stupid, but honestly, like we laughed it off more than anything, and it was ultimately just kind of funny to me, you know what I mean? Like if that would have happened like when I walked out, like if that would have happened on the first song when I was like still feeling a little anxious, dude,
And some of the crowd maybe doesn't know you yet, and they're just like, "All
yeah.
right, what's up with this?" And then it immediately just calls us the wrong place. "Nah, I'm out. Fuck this guy."
Yeah. Yeah. Um yeah, but Phoenix was already there. Also our set on the tour for some reason on this tour, like, bro, it felt like halfway it was like a comedy show. Like, there were so many little like technical, like at one show the speakers went out for a minute, another one like the mic stopped working, and every time like me and Pat just flipped it into like basically a comedy set and just had fun with it, you know. So I wasn't saying that like nervousness and anxiety thing to put like a doom and gloom feeling on the shows. Overall, everything was like super positive and went really well. I'm just still trying to figure out why I get that little feeling in my chest before, which I think is just, yeah, the
Yeah.
excitement of it all.
Well, as long as you're happy with the result, I feel like maybe that's just something that you need to go through. It's like part of your process.
Maybe.
Maybe it's just like a necessary evil, you know?
Yeah.
Um, but going through kind of mishaps and just like things that go wrong, those are good reps for you because
Yeah.
I feel like most of the time things go really smoothly and like you're a great performer, but that all that in between shit, those are like all good things to like constantly improve on. And, you'd rather have something fuck up now when you're opening, for 200 people rather than
Yeah.
when you're headlining for fucking 1,000 in 3 years. And that
Yeah.
then you're like, yeah, I don't know how to handle myself or like make a joke or smoothly transition into this when this wasn't supposed to happen this way or whatever, like
Right. Like
it's
when
all
we
part
have
of
a minor
it's all part of the reps.
inconvenience, can you
Even
roll with the
outside of the
punches?
Yeah, exactly. Even outside of the actual technical performance, because like you're always gonna get better at that, and I feel like you're already good at that. But like, yeah, all that in between shit, those are good reps for you to get. So I'm
Yeah.
actually happy to hear that shit like that
Yeah.
happen, and then you also were able to just roll with it.
Yeah. We rolled with a lot of stuff like that really well. Um, oh, I remembered what got me on to that green room anxiety feeling. We were talking about Will's Pub not having a green room. That oddly, like, helped me because the whole time before the show, I wasn't just chilling in the green room, like, getting in my head. I was just hanging out there, having a couple beers, people would come in the door, "Yo, what up, Adam? Nice to meet you." It was like a much smoother transition into the show where I never really had a moment to, like, sit down and start, like, getting in my head about stuff, you know?
That also could be why I don't get anxious because I don't even have fucking time to like get anxious.
Yeah.
Because whether there's a green room or not, I'm usually like TMing or selling merch for me or the holdup or whatever. So right when the doors open, I'm in the action. I don't even have a moment to be like, well, hope I don't fucking flub this. Like I'm selling stuff. I'm talking to people. I'm taking photos. I'm running around, whatever it is. So yeah, that could be part of it. But yeah, I mean, we've talked about this before, but that's why I kind of choose that life too, because I actually like it. It makes the night more fun for me. Um, and I feel like I don't get tired because I'm always in motion in some sense, you
Yeah.
know? And then, like, when we're in the van driving, that's when I just, like, chill, and I just don't I'm just, like, kinda clocked out a little, but from load in to, like, load out.
Yeah. Yeah. Absolutely. So tell me some about your tour. How'd everything go? You have any highlights, any low moments? I want to hear about how your run went.
Yeah, uh, dude, it was fucking awesome, honestly, like, I had high expectations because I just knew, the crew I was going out with, and, again, just felt prepared to execute, the mission ahead of us, but feels like everything went super smoothly. On a headline run like this, where it's just, small rooms and testing a lot of markets, you kind of expect a dud or two, and just like, all right, yeah, we just kind of get through this and we booked this because we're driving through. There was none of those. Like every single show was fun. Some were bigger and smaller than others, but I just think it was a testament to booking the right rooms and having the right people involved. Where, like the smallest show was in Detroit, there's 31 tickets, but it was still really fun. It was like a tiny little. Remember the Lager House? You've been there with us
Oh yeah, in
on the
Detroit?
abstract tour, yeah, in
Yeah.
Detroit.
Yeah.
So it's like 31 people that really want to be there in that room. Still really fun. I met some people like exactly what you were talking about. Some folks that like came out to see me that I had no clue existed, and they're just like, "Yeah, we don't really have Instagram and shit. Like, we just like love your music." And they're singing every word. They bought merch. They're hanging out, just like normal, cool people. And like, I think those conversations, just realize kind of just what impact you're having. Um, and you forget that. Oh yeah, we sold 30 tickets in Detroit on a Wednesday night. Also, we were up against freezing cold weather every single
Yeah.
day.
Yeah.
We played in like the coldest cities in America in January.
Yeah.
So, all that considered, I feel like we crushed it. Like, I don't feel any level of like disappointment in any capacity. On average, I just did the numbers and stuff, so I know this, but we averaged 56 ticket sales a night across 9 shows. And like, yeah, these were all like 100 cap rooms. New York was like a little bit bigger and it was actually pretty close to selling out. New York was, I think it was 107 was the final number. Mass shows were great. Again, up against cold weather. So like, there were some where it was like, oh, I know there's like, we can draw better in this place, but day of the week, January, shit happens. Not every single fan that you know about is going to make it to every single night, especially when you're
Yeah.
planning like those things kind of like stick out at you when you go to a
Mhm.
place and you can like picture certain people. Oh, last time I was in Philly, like these people were here and I can't wait to see them again. And then for some reason they don't make it. It's easy to go, oh fuck, well, now we're gonna have a shitty time because like these 6 people. I was like, it's like there's other
Yeah.
people that came that didn't come last time. It is what it is, but
Yeah, you never know like who got pregnant or like,
yeah.
you know, you never
Um,
really know who got pregnant.
People get pregnant. Yeah, I didn't sell a lot of tickets because like a bunch of my fans got pregnant. So I'll just try again next year.
Fuck around and make a bunch of people get pregnant.
Yeah, it could have been my own fucking fault.
Yeah, I don't know. There were a lot more people here last year. I think a bunch of them just got pregnant. Couldn't make it out this
Oh,
year.
when's the last time you played in Chicago? 9 months ago. That makes sense.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, so they're busy. But nah, man, it was a great time, and the vibes were high all night. I can't say enough good things about Ollie Joseph and Doss, who were on the shows. Doss's first tour, 10 out of 10 opener. He
Hell
crushed it
yeah.
every single night. He's super helpful. Great music. Great at like talking to people and like making people feel comfortable in a room. He was slanging merch. He's in the crowd like for our sets, like showing love. He's just like a great vibe, and like honestly, I got really close with him during that run. So he's the fucking man.
That's awesome.
And same with Ollie. Like He just has no ego about anything. Whether there's 5 people there to see him or 50 people there to see him, he puts on the same fucking show.
Yeah.
Whether he's before me, because we were kind of switching off. I ended up closing all of them except Chicago. But yeah, whether he's before me or after me, he's like, dude, I don't care. Whatever's right for the moment, for the day, I'm just gonna play my role. I'm gonna have fun. I'm gonna get them warmed up for you, or vice versa. Like he was just very easy and flexible. And again, another guy, like it feels like we were all in the room supporting each other, whether we were on stage or not.
Yeah.
And even little things like uh, I'm on stage, all these fans are trying to talk to him, and there's 47 people in a room that
Yeah.
loud. He'll be like, "Yo, let's talk after Dylan's set because like he's performing right now, and like I want you guys to see them." And like vice versa, we're all doing that for each other. Like it was very
Yeah.
like an inclusive environment.
Yeah, that's a major key.
Yeah, it's clutch because a lot of people just either aren't mindful or don't know how to like navigate that good enough. Where it's like I'm not trying to be rude to my fans, but also I'm not trying to be rude to my guy who's on stage. Like at small shows, like shit like that really matters, and like just little etiquette things like that. I feel like we were all executing and like trying to help each other get a win that night.
Yeah. Yeah.
So yeah, it was great. Um, and Ollie too, like he kept saying he's like, dude, I didn't expect the show to be this fun and this good of a fit. Like we could have him on and talk about it too, even if he wants. But he was just like, dude, some nights it's like it's hard to know who's here for me, who's here for you. Like people are just vibing all night. If they don't say anything directly, it's like, yeah, I don't know. It's like it's just a good blend because our music is very different. But it just felt like my fans were very receptive to him and vice versa. And like there was no, all right, this guy finished. We're leaving. We're gonna go get drunk next door. Fuck you guys. It's like the door's open. Everyone came in. They go to the front of the stage. They get a drink. They hang out. They're there until the staff's kicking them out because like they all just wanted to hang out and have a good time, talk to us, meet us, listen to good music, and just have
Right.
a positive time. It's exactly what we couldn't have asked for anything more.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was great.
That's
I would
awesome.
I would definitely tour with Ollie again too. It was a great time.
Yeah, dude, I love touring with Ollie. Um, experienced a lot of the same things that you said, man. Just good vibes, good supportive vibes. Um,
Also, he did say that he listens to this podcast,
yeah.
which I was surprised by. I was like, "Damn, you're
Yeah.
tapped in." He was like telling me something about episode 4 that you said or something. I was like, "My guy's really tapped in." He's like, "Dude, it's fucking sick. I love it." So,
He is super tapped in. He
shout out to
called
Big
me
Hoss.
just a couple days ago talking to me about the abstract episode. He was like running like 14 miles or some crazy shit. He's like, "Yeah, bro, I'm on mile 13 just listening to y'all talk here." I'm like, "Just casually? Mile 13? You're
Yeah,
just
yeah.
out there
That
on
makes
that?"
sense though, because he's a runner, so he's got a lot of time to listen to shit. So that actually makes a lot more sense.
Yeah.
But yeah,
When you
shout out to
guys
Big
were out
Hoss.
there, um, what was your I guess without getting too personal, what was your lodging situation? Like you guys do hotels or Airbnbs or crashing with friends or mix of all of it?
Yeah, we got pretty lucky. Felt like I had a lot of friends to lean on in a lot of those places to crash. So that helped save a lot of money. Um, but yeah, there was no Airbnb. We did mostly like crashing with homies and shit, which is just like sometimes not the most comfortable. Like I'm on a couch or something, but made it work. And then the other nights we got hotels. Um, you haven't met Sham yet.
Mm-mm.
Sham is my homie.
Plays keys for you,
Plays
right?
keys for me.
Yeah.
He's a dope artist, producer as well. He did like Sweat and a couple other joints like we did together over the years.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, this motherfucker snores worse than you like whatever you're thinking is like, oh, this guy snores like really loud,
Yeah.
times it by whatever number you want, and it's
Yeah.
more than that. It's like it's
It's funny the parallels because Pat kind of does the same shit. Pat will get to chopping logs.
I can't wait for April. Maybe we'll have them battle.
Yeah, stick them in a
I've got
room.
my money on Sham though. Whatever.
Yeah,
I don't know. I've never heard Pat snore. I haven't been around him at nighttime yet.
it's not crazy. The way you're talking, I'm betting that Sham is probably worse. Actually, yeah.
Bro. He does it like in the middle of the day also. Within seconds.
Oh, like it falls asleep in the middle of the day, or does it while he's awake?
No, like falls
Okay.
asleep.
Okay.
We'll be like having he'll be like, yo, who produced this song, bro? These drums are really dope. 4 seconds. That's how he snores, bro. Like 4 seconds later, broad daylight in the van,
Out.
driving, sunlight in his face, sleeping within
Does
5
he have
seconds.
sleep apnea?
He has something not good for him.
Does he ever sleep with a mask? Like normally when people fall asleep like that and like snore super loud, they've got like breathing, sleep apnea. They have to like sleep with a mask.
He sleeps with
None of that.
demons, I think.
He sleeps with a demon.
But no, that's my guy. That's like the only downside, but also I've toured with him for so long and like I've just known him for so long. I'm so used to it. I'm just clocked out. I just put my AirPods over the ears and I don't even care, bro. It's just
Yeah,
what
I'll
it is.
just lay down and go to sleep.
But
Welcome to the Thunderdome, boys.
it's also kind of a positive because it's like funny.
Yeah.
So it
Yeah.
like Doss was like he loved it but hated it because he's like, dude, this is unbelievable that I'm experiencing. Like I can't believe I'm seeing this and hearing this every day.
Yeah.
It's like almost impressive how bad he snores.
Hmm.
Anyways,
Nice.
but yeah, no,
So,
it was
yeah.
pretty easy. Like I said, a lot of homies, but hotels too. Yeah, it was good. It was a great vibe, man.
Actually, I have a story to share about lodging on my tour, if I may.
You may.
Really interesting Airbnb experience that we had on this tour. And this is what happens when everyone leaves it up to Adam Yokum to book the Airbnbs, and then when I ask them for feedback on where we're staying, no one replies in the group chat. So I just book wherever I want to stay. So we play Phoenix, right? After Phoenix, there's an off day. That's a travel day because we have to make it to San Antonio, right?
Yep. Quite the haul.
Quite the haul. Phoenix to San Antonio, 14 hours. We don't want to drive 14 hours in that one day, but we only have one off day, and then we have to be in San Antonio for the show the next day.
I
So
remember
we're
you
gonna
texted
do
me. You're like, "What would you do? Would you drive all the way there or halfway?" So what?
yeah,
Did you end up driving like 10 hours or something, and then like,
exactly.
sort of drive the day of the show?
Yeah, we drove like 11 hours in one day, and then 3 hours the day of the show. But in between Phoenix and San Antonio, if you look on a map, there is nothing.
Desert.
It's dude, West Texas is like ranch, desert, nothing, bro. Tumbleweeds, cows, nothing. And so it was really hard for me to just find like a little town with an Airbnb to stay in or hotels or whatever. But I found the gold mine of Airbnbs. I found the Crockett County Ranch. And basically, it's this ranch that's in the middle of nowhere, West Texas, and there's no cell service there, no internet.
Horrible idea, but continue.
There's a little cell phone booster where in the corner of this cabin you can pick up a couple bars of service. This dude had to send me coordinates to find the gate to the
Already
ranch.
out.
And then once we have coordinates to the gate of the ranch, he's like, you're going to go up this hill. You're going to drive about a quarter mile down the gravel road. You're going to turn right. It's this whole mess, right? We get there, and I'm like, oh my God, where are we at? Because it's like the middle of nowhere. And it's also dark when we get there. Like, we don't get there till like 10 p.m. or something like that. And I already talked with a dude earlier in the day. I'm like, yo, this sounds like it's going to be crazy to find this place. Would you mind to just drive out to like the main road and meet us so that we can just follow you in. And he's like, yeah, I got you. I can do that. He meets us. We're in a van. We're in a Honda Odyssey. He's in like a lifted truck, right? The bed of his truck has two giant poles sticking out of it and chairs on top of the poles. And I'm talking to him and I go, what are the chairs for? You hunt out of those? Bro, he has the most Texas rancher accent. He's like, yeah, they're for predator hunting. We killed wild hogs. And I'm like, dude, actually watched a documentary on wild hogs. Really bonded with this rancher over wild hogs. Anyway, we try to make it up the hill to this cabin at the ranch. The van gets hung up. We get like stuck in the gravel. He's like, you want me to get behind the wheel and do it? I'm like, no, bro, I'm going to punch this van up here and I'm going to make it. Which I did. Flew up this hill and then we stayed at this, we stayed at this, it was actually a really cozy cabin. Once we made it there, the cabin, the Airbnb itself was beautiful, bro. It was gorgeous. I'll send you some pictures of it. The stars in the sky, bro, it looked like there was a sky full of like glitter just above me with the stars cuz there was no light pollution out there. Once we made it there, it was really awesome. But the experience of getting there was ridiculous, bro. And
Yeah.
everyone in the van was like, Adam, what are you thinking? Like, why? Because we had already been in the van for like 10 hours. You know how people
Yeah.
get when you're in the van for that long, you're like, get me out of this
Yeah, you
fucking
want to get
van.
out and
Like,
stretch and lay the fuck down or take a shower.
yeah.
Like, yeah, I get it.
But instead we were wrangling hills with this Texas rancher and he's like, oh, you just gotta gun it, like get up there, boy. And I'm serious, he's talking to me exactly like that. And then I gun it up there. I get out and I'm like, hey, thanks so much for meeting us, for helping us find the place. You know, it's late. Thanks for staying up late. He's like, no problem, buddy. And I reach out and I shake his hand. Bro, he's missing a thumb and he's missing half of his middle finger. And his
Of course he
hands felt
is.
like sandpaper. Bro,
Guy's wrestling hogs for 48
bro,
years.
so intrigued by this guy out there in West Texas. Like, I'm just trying to imagine what happened to his fingers. I just know, yeah, he was probably wrangling hogs, chopping wood, um, doing something that was probably way more manly than traveling around the country singing songs. It was just really nice to connect with that guy. I feel
Yeah.
like we really hit it off.
Did he feel your soft singer hands and think you were an absolute pussy?
He definitely felt them. It's hard to tell. It's hard to tell what he thought.
That's funny.
Yeah. So,
Dude, if
um,
all hell breaks loose and like Spotify shuts down, just no music for you,
yeah,
you could become that guy.
I could if I wanted to. I don't want that though. I don't want that.
Think about it.
I'll think on it.
Yeah.
But that became an inside joke, like a saying in our tour group was that like we'd be like, "Oh, yo, Pat, do you want to get a beer?" And he'd be like, "I drink every beer from here to Crockett County, brother."
Right.
You know,
Yeah.
the Crockett County experience, the Crockett County Ranch, was just a good inside joke that we carried with us.
Overall, would you recommend to stay there again? Like, would you do that if you had to go that route? Like, 2 years from now, you're going from Phoenix to San Antonio, you're like, yo, I'm going back to Crockett County. Or
Low
was it
key,
just,
yeah, dude. Low key, I would definitely go back. Yeah, I would go back. I would go back, especially now that I know where it is and I won't really have a problem finding it. You know, easily I would go back. It's a little bit stressful if it's your first time staying there. I would say make sure you're there early in the day. It made it especially hard that we showed up there at nighttime. You know, what I mean, we're like, where the hell are we? Um, I would definitely go back. The tour crew, everyone in the van, they were also a little pissed at me about the no internet, no Wi-Fi thing
yeah,
because they
it's
were
tough.
like, "We've got work to do on our laptops," and I was like, "Well, you should have said something in the group chats because we're turning up here at the ranch tonight. Everyone, shut your phones off, shut your laptops off. Let's look at the stars." You
Yeah.
know?
I mean, if you're not gonna chime in, you can't really complain later, I guess, right?
Yeah,
Gotta
exactly.
speak the fuck up.
Yeah, and they tried to complain. I told them I'll just leave them out there in Crockett County. I'll drive my ass to San Antonio, play a show.
Uh, in their defense, though, I don't know if, hey, make sure there's a place with electricity and internet. I don't know if like you have to say that. It's my
But it
maybe
had electricity. It had electricity, just no internet.
okay, fair enough. But
There was running water. There were lights. It
that
was a
kind of
nice
feels like
place.
an assumed prerequisite for someone that you stay in 2026, though.
I get it. Yeah, I
I
get
think
it.
if
It
I was there,
does.
I
It
would have been
does.
pissed. So that's why I'm trying not to blame it on them.
Yeah. Yeah. No, it's not their fault. It's partially mine. But
But
also
I also would have
there's
said
nowhere to
something in the
stay
group
in
chat.
there's nowhere to stay in West Texas. Like it's that's all that's out there is ranches. Um yeah, I don't know. I guess it's a little bit of my fault because that's just a crazy place to book. But also like I don't know, they could have chimed in and got some opinions.
Hey, it made for a good memory at the very least. That's what tour's all about, you know?
That's what I thought too. Yeah.
Sometimes you just gotta fucking send it and just see what
And when we
happens.
left the next day, like, everyone seemed really grateful for the experience. They were like, "Wow, that actually turned out to be really cool. Like, I'm happy we stayed there." I think in the moment, it was just a little stressful, not the best scenario after a 10-hour drive, but afterwards, everyone was like, "What a hilarious memory." So, I'm happy I did it. If I could go back, I'd do it again.
Love that.
Yeah.
Um, Also, since the last episode, we announced our tour dates.
Yeah.
So we're doing Jigsaw Part 2, pretty much exactly what me and Ollie just did. Just subbing you in for him. And we're doing West Coast dates in April. So that's going to be exciting. I'm very much looking forward to doing that. It's going to be a really good time. Um, Also, some markets that I feel like you're going to crush, whether you've been there or not. Um, and some that I feel pretty good about too. My first time headlining in all of these places except for Denver. So, yeah, it's kind of like new territory for all of us in a sense, but I actually feel pretty confident that we'll bring out a crowd and hopefully have like honestly a really similar experience that I just did with Ollie, just in,
Yeah.
8 new markets.
I think so too. I think it's gonna be a really good tour. I'm pretty confident in my draw in those cities. I did those shows with Gavin there before the first time I toured with Gavin. Had some people come out and feel like I've grown a bit since then too. So I feel good about how these shows are gonna be. Agreed. Yeah, they're gonna be a lot of fun.
It's also just going to be cool to like see you perform a bunch of times in a row because I haven't been on a tour with you properly. Like we've been on tour together, but neither of us were performing.
Yeah.
So it'll be cool to like just watch you do what you're gonna do, and yeah, just like
I think you've only seen me perform once.
um,
The
nah,
Evergreen album release? Oh no. You were there in Boston and Pittsburgh. Okay, so 3 or 4 times maybe.
yeah,
Yeah, you're right.
yeah, yeah, and you've never seen me perform.
No, I mean, I've seen when Abstract would or Dylan Owen would, like, bring you up for a song, when we were on those tours, but yeah, no, I have not seen a true Dylan Reese set, so I got some catching up to do.
It's gonna be a good time. We're bringing Sean too.
Sean
Um,
Paddock?
yeah, he was texting me. I know he's really excited. All his This is his first tour, his first time in all these places too. Um, there'll be a few shows that we add some locals to just help draw, bring some different vibes into the equation. But yeah, I feel really good. It's gonna be a great time. If you guys don't know, haven't seen that yet, and you're on the West Coast, come see us in April. Grab tickets early. It's super helpful. They're as cheap as we could possibly make them, 15, $20, something like that. Portland or Sacramento, Portland, Seattle, Salt Lake, Denver, Phoenix, San Diego, LA. So yeah, come see us. Is there anything else you wanted to talk about on this episode, or should we wrap here?
I feel good about wrapping it here.
Let's fucking
Yeah,
wrap it up.
let's wrap it up like a
Thanks for
Christmas
listening
gift.
as always. and we'll be back next week with another episode about something. Who knows what?
Who knows?
But yeah, that's it.
Thanks for listening, folks. Peace and love.